Children need both parents to succeed. If you're raising a child alone, that sentence has probably haunted you at 2 a.m. because it doesn't sound like advice, it sounds like a verdict on your child's future. But after decades of research, psychologists discovered something surprising. That sentence is built on the wrong question. For years, researchers compared children raised by one parent with those raised by two. They assumed family structure alone predicted success. It didn't. Some children raised by one loving, consistent parent thrived. Some children in two-parent homes struggled because their home was filled with conflict or emotional distance. So researchers asked a better question. Does this child have someone they know they can depend on? The experiment that answered that question changed child psychology, and what it revealed surprises many parents. Developmental psychologist Mary Ainsworth's work helped reveal something simple. Children thrive when they build a secure attachment with a responsive caregiver, not a perfect parent, not a wealthy parent, just someone who responds with consistency, warmth, and reliability. Here's why that matters. Every day, your child's brain is quietly asking one question. If something goes wrong, will someone come for me? When the answer is consistently yes, children don't just feel safer, they explore more confidently, they recover from stress more easily, and they become more willing to ask for help. The surprising part? This security isn't built through expensive gifts or perfect family moments. It's built in ordinary ones. Picture a single parent walking through the door after a 12-hour shift. They're exhausted. Dinner still needs cooking. Their child quietly asks, "Can I tell you something that happened today?" There are 100 reasons to say, "later." Instead, the parent kneels down, makes eye contact, and says, "Of course, tell me." 5 minutes, no expensive solution, just complete attention. To a child's brain, that moment answers its biggest question. Yes, someone comes. Ainsworth demonstrated this in her famous strange situations study. Toddlers were briefly separated from their caregiver and then reunited. Securely attached children became upset when the caregiver left. That's completely normal. But when the caregiver returned, they quickly sought comfort, calmed down, and confidently went back to exploring. The lesson wasn't that secure children never feel distressed. It's that they trusted someone would help them recover. But attachment isn't the whole story. Sociologist Sarah McClanahan found that single-parent families often face greater financial pressure, stress, and fewer supports. Those challenges are real, but they don't automatically decide a child's future. Again and again, researchers found that stable, responsive parenting is one of the strongest protective factors a child can have. So if one reliable relationship matters this much, how do you build it when you're already exhausted? 3 simple habits. First, create a daily anchor. Protect one predictable moment together every day. Breakfast, bedtime, the walk to school. Your child doesn't need hours. They need one moment they can count on. Second, listen before you lead. When your child brings you a problem, don't rush to fix it. Try saying, "That sounds really hard. Tell me more." Feeling understood often comes before accepting advice. Third, keep the tiny promises. If you promise one story, read it. If you promise to watch their drawing, watch. Every kept promise quietly teaches, the people I love are dependable. So, does growing up with one parent affect a child? Yes. Every family shapes a child differently, and single parenting comes with real challenges. But the research offers far more hopeful than the myth. Your child's future isn't decided by the number of parents in the house. It's shaped by the quality of the relationship they experience every single day. Your child isn't counting how many parents are at home. They're learning whether the person they trust keeps showing up. That's the whole job. Not perfect, just present. Subscribe to MindNest for a new video every week because science-backed parenting shouldn't be complicated.